Well, hello everyone. We're back again at the tiny house. I want to say since the last video, it's been about 3-4 months, and got into it again here. We're gonna give you one more tour, a quick look around. The only real new addition outside I did add a flagpole, and that flagpole is basically used to display my team pride for Wisconsin. Other than that, let's take a look. I did replace the door handle too. The fancy one just didn't quite do it for me. Okay. So as you come in, it's just like I was telling you guys earlier, the sink and the countertop ended up pretty close to where I said it was gonna. No plans for this. It's really fun to just wing everything, and thankfully it just comes out right. So we ended up going with a really nice butcher block. That's a solid inch on the bottom there. And since we had a little bit, the piece came in 8 feet, and we were a little bit too long, so I ended up with a really nice cutting board, and then a smaller cutting board that actually came out of the sink cut. Sink cut is pretty nice. Nice deep bowl with a nice stop, and got it pretty cheap at a salvage sale for Habitat for Humanity. Pretty cool. Just finished putting in a lot of the paneling here, and then the back side of the shower wall we just finished. And I got a double switch here for a couple different lights. One's not quite wired, it'll be sort of like for the kitchen, and the other one is actually for the bathroom, and that's kind of just hanging on pigtails right now. Bathroom, I do have a piece of paneling to put up yet. You can kind of see it like off to the side here. Eventually, when that's up, this will sort of be like the toilet area here. Oh, excuse me. This will be the toilet area here, and it's got just enough room, nice and high. I probably had to add a shelf on that side. And then, take a look over here. This is a big addition over here. Finally got the shower faucet handle. The drain is installed now. The head is installed, and it actually functions the way it's supposed to. It's pretty cool. Sorry about that, guys. A mosquito over here. See him? Barely can't. He's up in the corner. Anyway. Yeah, I got that shower head installed. We just put up the panel on the ceiling. I do have to caulk that yet, but we ended up going with some stainless screws to hold that in. I think it looks pretty nice. Other than that, that's pretty much the whole shower room. I'll back out and give you guys a little a farther away look here. Looks a lot bigger when you back it out, and you can sort of see the details here. Underneath, we did do a lot of plumbing. Well, since the last one. PEX tubing, very easy to work with, nice and solid. Had some galvanized running out of our water heater. Have a 12-gallon water heater, plenty of water for taking a shower. That's a good 10 minutes of shower time. Ended up coming with galvanized underneath here, and that goes to the outside of the trailer. And there's a valve, a shutoff valve there when we're not using it. On the other side, across from the entrance, we did end up getting the closet walls installed since last time, as well as a face board here that has a little bit of a lip on it for the loft. I'll show you guys that a little more in a bit. The closet's actually pretty decent size. I want to say it's 20 inches deep, and it runs the whole length all the way up to the loft, and that's I think 6'8", so it's a pretty big closet. Lots of space there for maybe a pantry and some clothes. And then on the other side, storage under here that we kind of just use right now for building supplies. Ended up finishing this, and in order to save energy, because we only have so much energy that we can use on our system, this switch right here actually turns the water heater on and off. And when we're not using hot water, we can flip that off and save ourselves a lot of energy and electricity that way. The front here, this panel is our electrical panel, as you saw before in the last video. Covered most of that up, so a lot of the wires are hidden down below, and we're eventually going to put another piece of thing, like a countertop sort of looking thing here as a shelf, and we'll put a microwave in front of that so we can still get access to it and not have it look so bad. The living room slash bedroom, second bedroom, is finished for the most part. We have to do some window trim, but I think after I measured it, we should be able to get a full-size bed in here. It'll be pushing it, but I think we'll be okay. So, and then last little bit here, I'm gonna take you guys up and have a tour of the loft with me. We didn't make a whole lot of changes there since the last time, last few pictures. We do have that face board on the front here, and it gives you a nice handle. So when you get up here, you have a good 2 inches to grab onto, and that runs the whole length, and it keeps you nice and safe while you're climbing up. You have something to hang on to. Otherwise, the loft's pretty self-explanatory. Did a lot of trim work and put up the paneling in here since last time. And then there's some other just miscellaneous pipes laying up here. We sort of use it as storage right now because can't sleep up here quite yet. There's a lot of work we got to do, and this is sort of our storagey space until we get that done. And then opposite, we still have the loft over here. It's a little more finished than it was now that the shower is paneled in like that. Eventually we're going to put a floor on this edge, and it'll run the whole length. And there's a couple lights we got to put in yet, and this one's still over on pigtails yet, but should be good. So that's sort of like the inside tour. I'll give you another walk around just for the fun of it, because it's been a while. But for the most part, that's pretty much it. Ended up putting an outlet out here just because we're gonna have parties or something. We want to be able to plug in. But for the most part, pretty much the same. Everything's holding up really well. There's not a lot of issues with water. The only real big change outside, aside from the door handle, we did end up getting, as you saw with plumbing and things, we got everything in, and I filled it in actually today with that foam to sort of insulate it, and that works pretty well for that. And we made the cutout here to get that water and the electrical through. That works out pretty well. And then tour you around the other side here, kind of the same as before. And the only thing that's not up right now, I don't know if you saw it, is that badger flag that sits on that flagpole right in there. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.